Maslow and my interpretation. It's going to be another short episode. They all are, up until the 30th of January, and I'll be 50, and I'll probably have at least some feedback and an idea of what I can do better. But yeah, content. How I hate that word. Right, so there was this bloke called Maslow. Google him, it's easy enough. And one of the things he's most famous for is his concept of the hierarchy of needs, in which he is wrong in some places from the ranger perspective. So yeah, so this is a pyramid with 5 levels. You'll see it all over the internet, particularly pointed out by people that think Ayn Rand's got a point. She hasn't. The individual at the cost of everybody else is how we got into this mess. So, without further ado, here are the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and my problem with some of it. So, at the very bottom of the pyramid, you've got your physical stuff. Basically, the stuff that will kill you in short order, essentially 3 weeks at the longest if you haven't got them. So they're your physical needs: air, water, food, shelter. And Maslow puts in reproduction. That's fucking wrong. You know, unless you've got the resources to have a child and raise it and actually have it be a competent human being at the end of it, you probably shouldn't have children. You know, if you're not prepared for them, don't have them, because it fucks everything up. It is fucking everything up. Look around you. So I disagree with the reproduction shit. That's not a need. That's a thing you'd quite like, disguised as a need because it makes money for other people. Next layer: safety, security, employment, resources and health. Now Maslow, by employment, I am assuming, means some kind of paid work. Again, implies that you'll be working for someone to be employed. Security, yeah, you don't want to be eaten by monsters. Resources and health. Health you can take into your own hands by what you eat, how much you exercise, stuff like that. Some people, a very few of them, have a condition that means they can't do that, and fair enough, that's what society's for. It's to mean that those people don't get thrown on a mountainside. Right, society. I don't agree with this one personally, but friendship and intimacy. You know what? Unless by intimacy you mean talking to someone about things that really matter to you, you basically just need decent friendship. You know, if you've got some friends but you don't feel you've got any really good friends, spend a shitload of time and give a shitload about what that person's going through, and you'll have a friend. That's how friendship works. It's backup. It's someone to watch it, metaphorically watch you while you sleep and give a shit about you if you died. Layer 4: esteem, respect, self-esteem, status and freedom. Well, if you need freedom to get up that ziggurat of Maslow's, you're fucked, because none of us are free. Even the people that look like they're free aren't free to do whatever they want. As an absolute, you don't have it, nor should you expect it. And that's how genocide happens. Status, again, status is so relative it's almost not worth putting on here. But I do agree with self-esteem. You know, if you don't give a shit about yourself, then that lack of giving a crap is going to get you killed. You know, if you really don't give a shit about yourself, if you've got no planning, you've got no desire to look after yourself, then you're basically going to die no matter what anybody else does for you. So have some fucking self-respect. You know, just go, I'm a human in the 21st century, doing my shit, doing something interesting and exciting and stuff that entertains me. You know, before you can look around and go, oh, what does everybody else think of me? You'll find that the people that do the really cool stuff don't give a shit. Einstein had 7 suits of clothes. He didn't give a shit what people thought if he wore the same thing every time he went anywhere. His ability to free up a few minutes of his day by not picking out clothes weighed against what people thought of him for wearing the same clothes. Wasn't even a contest, so he didn't do it. So yeah, status. What bollocks is that? You need a kick in the head, Maslow. Okay, self-actualization is the 5th layer, and that's probably the most important thing, and that should be right down at the bottom with physical, in my opinion. Actualize, you know, what do you want to do? Who are you? What do you want? Figure that shit out straight away. While you're eating your first meal that you've tugged from the side of a deer, you should be thinking, what would I like to do? Not what should I do for other people, not what society expects of me. What do I want to do? And do I, when I'm being honest with myself, consider that valid? Okay? Look, I'm doing it. Trying to share stuff so we get more functional people in the world, so I can go back to washing dishes and not thinking about much and listening to cool music and watching cool movies. That is my plan. It's not going to happen unless we've got some better together, more interesting, useful people running around out there in the world with plans that other people can easily follow. And I don't mind being a cog. It's just no one's out there filming shit like this for me. If they were, I'd be watching that on my home, at home, eating Cheetos. But I'm not, because there isn't. So yeah, thanks for watching. Do take care. End war. Well, end greed. That causes war. End poverty. End hatred. Or we all die. We are all going to die if we don't sort our shit out. So, do take care. Speak to you in the next vid.